The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to Gail in Tampa. Hey, Gail, what's going on?
Hey, love your program. You're amazing.
How long have you been listening?
Oh, my gosh. Well, off and on for about maybe, 6, 7 years.
Oh.
I mean, just on the radio. Didn't understand the TV. And then I go out to Seattle once a year. We have a trading club out there.
Okay.
And then he started talking in class about your book, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's the guy that I listened to in Florida. And then I started watching your TV live, and it's just amazing. I need to become a tiger.
Well, you're already a tiger. See, you've been out there 6 years. See, once you check in to TFNN, you can't check out. It's like Hotel California. It's pretty sick, I know.
No, it's great. And I have some gold I want to try to get over to you, and then I want to buy some coins for my grandkids. So I appreciate what you're doing. I think it's amazing. You're just really amazing. Thank you very much.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And now, here's Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. I got my partner, Steve Rhodes, with me today. It's a beautiful thing. And, folks, if you haven't tuned in to TFNN in the morning, Steve and I do a program Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. TFNN kicks off, of course, 9 a.m. every morning. Well, Steve actually kicked us off.
That's right. I kick it off.
On me.
I wake us up around here, folks.
Wake us up around here at 9 a.m. so you can tune in 9 a.m. And, of course, don't forget, you can get it at TFNN. You can get it on all your handheld devices. Bottom line, you can get the Tiger TV, whole ball of wax. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Release the need to be right. When you believe something, you assume you're right. You may even destroy relationships in order to defend your position. Let go of the need to defend your position. That's something you got to learn, though, isn't it?
It is.
You know?
It is, yeah. Instead of fighting it, go with it.
Yeah, totally, man. Totally. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow up 186, Nasdaq up 50, S&P's up 22, gold contract up $2.30, trading at $1,715 an ounce. Silver up 71 cents at $32.25 an ounce. Platinum up 23 bucks at $1,517 an ounce. Copper up 6.5 pennies at $3.55 a pound. Light sweet crude up $1.37 at $99.72 a barrel. Bonds down 1.5 at 141.01. Dollar index off 24 ticks at 78.66. The euro is up 34 ticks at 133.74, and the yen is flat at 77.54. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. It is a trip, no doubt. And this is what you have, folks. So, yesterday, we come downtown with 930 million. Now, that's not enough now downtown. What do we do today? Well, you go uptown, folks, with 722. That's not even close. 722 is going into 1.4 billion.
That's right.
So it's 722 million into 1.4 billion. Keep the game alive. Keep the game exciting. No doubt about that. We go over to the Dow Industrials. We look at the Dow Industrials. What you have with the Dow? Same type of setup in the Dow. Dow gets everything back from yesterday. We're up $1.86, but you're in 700 million versus that 1.4 billion. So the Dow number, that 12,284 number, I suspect you'll probably get it tagged. We'll see whether it can get it tagged. It tried to tag it. It just missed it on Wednesday.
That's where we really thought that, it might do it.
That's right.
By 1 penny. Missed it by a penny. The diamonds.
Exactly. So watch this. We pull up the diamonds, and this is incredible. So the diamonds, folks, the DIA, what it had done is this, okay? The 27th of October is 122.58. You did 12.9 million shares. On Wednesday, we did 9 million shares at 122.57.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Which really, I think when we went to sleep that night, we're taking a look at it stopping 1 penny before the top of the swing point.
I know.
You figure, okay, this thing can charge itself, right?
Yes.
And then do one more gap up, which would create a 3-gap play, which is still in play today.
Yeah.
Right now, based on how this thing traded.
No, it is.
Which if that's how it ends, folks, with an exhaustion gap, look out.
Yeah, no, totally. Now, the composite has a problem, folks. The composite, a NASDAQ composite, we're up $50 today. We came down yesterday at 1.85 billion. You go up today at 1.6. The 1.6 is going into 2.4. You know, and what you have with the composite, you have 3 nice lower highs. You know, so it's going to be wild just watching this whole baby just shake out. Now, what is unusual today is this. First off, you have the top line number Dow. Well, actually, all the indices. I mean, the indices are up pretty good today. You have the Dow up 1.5%. S&P's at 1.6 and the NASDAQ 2, okay? Now, what you didn't have, folks, the King Dollar, didn't retreat here. King Dollar, flat market, down 23 ticks, 78.68. That baby still wants to go topside. The Euro still wants to go downtown. Euro is hanging at the lows. I mean, we're at 133.72 right now.
Yes.
Excuse me, folks. Which is right into the lows that were established on the 3rd and 4th of October. So needless to say, Sunday night, it's gonna be wild. If we go and we take a look at the bond market, what you have with bonds out here, we're $1.41 on bonds, 270,000, and what you had, this is just amazing actually, because what we did yesterday is that yesterday we go topside with 326,000.
Right.
So when you really put that whole baby together, bottom line is that, this thing still wants to back down. Now, folks, Steve has an outstanding newsletter. It's called Mastering Probability. And go ahead. No, wrong.
No. Yeah. You got it. You got it, baby.
You can test drive this 30 days, full money back guarantee. Now, the reason I wanted him on tonight for 2 different reasons. I wanted him on because I can tell you, I'm not saying this. I love doing the show with them, number one, okay? But we want you to come in with us in the morning, because the morning shows, folks, I just think are just dynamite. I like all the shows, but I really love the morning show because the markets are open.
Right.
We're just waking up. There's a lot of action going on. You can bring us anywhere. When I say you can bring us anywhere, on your cell phones, you can get Tiger TV, folks. You just go right to our website at TFNN. You hit Tiger TV. If you have an Apple device, just on the right-hand side, you'll see, whether it's iPhone or an iPad, just hit that. You can get the whole audio, you can video, the whole ball of wax. But what's also going on is this weekend,
we got a full moon.
Ow!
That's right. We're going to be howling at the moon. Yeah. Which for those folks that haven't, aren't familiar with me or haven't followed me,
right.
Really how we kicked things off was a lunar trading strategy that I had been trading for quite a while.
Right.
And it was actually back when Larry went on vacation.
Yes.
And because Larry's kind of the king, the godfather
of
a lot of the celestial stuff that's out there.
Yeah.
And I had sent him an email with my chart and said, do you mind if I talk about this, on his shows?
Right.
And then we had such great traction. And folks, the reason we have such great traction would be just look at the chart that I've got up on my screen. And the chart that I've got up on my screen right now shows the 6 primary lunar aspects that I've been trading, which are the full moon, the new moon, the first quarter, the third quarter, and when the moon's at apogee and perigee, when it's furthest away from us and closest to us during the cycle, during the lunar cycle, during the month.
Right.
And, folks, this thing is a thing of beauty because this is an indicator system that you don't see on anybody's trading system.
Right.
And when you see the way that this trades, when you see that, and I don't know why it works, but just like I don't know how or how it works, okay, I just know that it works.
Exactly.
And that's what you're looking for, in this choppy marketplace. It's one of the elements that you're looking for. And so it's an aspect of just not my trading system, but certainly the educational piece that I really put behind, the newsletter. And it's really it's an educational newsletter. It helps folks with all of their different trades that they put on. And that's one aspect of it. The other aspect of it, is really what you have been talking about for so long. It's interesting now. It's like it's in the mainstream, if you will, with regard to where the markets are moving and their attachment to King Dollar.
Right.
Now when you listen to folks, it's almost the first thing that they do start talking about.
Yes.
That the markets are finally, how does that make you feel? But they're not giving you credit. I hear them talking about it, but they're not giving you credit for it.
That's all right. We get the King Dollar. As long as we make the bread, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and folks, the other thing that I've got on my screen right now is the correlation between the dollar index and the S&P.
This is amazing, isn't it?
And so this happens to be the futures contract.
So
but if we went to the
which
cash,
line is which when we're looking at this?
The blue line on this is the dollar index. Now, I had to invert it because what Tom has taught us is if the dollar's going up, the market's going down.
Right.
Okay, so I had to invert one of them. I inverted the dollar index just so that you can see the exact correlation. So if the blue line is going up, it actually means the dollar's getting weaker here.
Okay.
And you don't want to be paying attention to whether or not the two lines are attached to each other, because they're on two different scales. You have the dollar index that closed out the day at 78.67. Okay, and the E-mini at 12.53.
Right.
So you don't pay attention. You're just paying attention to, are they tracking on the way up and on the way down, which they absolutely are. So when I kick off the morning show, it's really, and what we talk about so much is really the euro-dollar currency pair.
Right.
And I love trading currencies, and because that is the largest element inside the actual king dollar basket.
Absolutely, absolutely, and they love hitting these Fibonacci numbers. It's just absolutely amazing.
They really do, and so it's important for us to take a look at volume as we're coming into swings and so forth. But what I found to be such a really great indicator right now is just simply the Fibonacci expansions and retracements and what's going on inside the euro-US dollar currency pair.
Isn't that cool? No, and it's huge.
And it helps. I've got traders all around the world, clients all around the world, that use the newsletters that I send out. Many times I'm sending out my service early in the morning, about 7 o'clock, 7:30, so folks can, start planning their day. Sometimes I'll send it out even late in the evening for those folks that are in Australia. We got tigers all over the world.
And tigresses.
And tigresses. In fact, the gal that was on your intro, I talked to her. She did call.
So
trying to get some coins for her grandchildren
at Tiger Metal Exchange.
Yeah.
And listen, folks, we'll get into this in a second, but at Tiger Metal Exchange, we have a referral program that's absolutely dynamite. But let's go up to Anthony in New York first. Hey, Anthony, what's going on?
Hey, good afternoon, Tom. How you doing?
We're doing great, man. You ready for a good weekend?
Oh, yes, I am.
Perfect, man.
Hey, listen, I want to let you know that my wife is giving me your book for Christmas.
Oh, that's
Merry Christmas.
Yes,
tell your wife thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yes, it's too sad. She's making me wait until Christmas Day.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I love it.
Now, what book are you going to get her? What book are you going to get her?
I don't know yet. But at least it's going to be the gift that keep on giving,
That's right.
That's good. That's awesome,
man.
That's right. That's awesome.
Yeah. Listen, I'm looking at a formation there on the diamonds.
On the diamonds?
Yes, and also on the SPY. And I want to give me your insight on this because I see that in October, if you look at October 17, the week of October 17 to the 21st, you see how the market just took a turnaround, came up, start dancing within a range, and then suddenly break up.
Yes.
With barely no volume.
Right.
And I see that happen on the diamonds and the SPY. I don't see that much that on the QQQs, but I see the same formation type happening right now. So I wonder what would be the difference for this not to repeat itself.
Okay, cool. You stay right there. We'll talk about it. We get Anthony from New York. We're going to talk about the Qs, and we're going to talk about the correlations that he just walked us through. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.